It's week 12 of the National Football League.
And we've got Bobby Okereke.
He's up across 80 tackles for the season following his last game. It's the Giants and the Chargers under the lights on Monday night.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams in this one going in the right direction. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. Greg, both these squads come in off winning streaks. Something's going to have to give, but you love having that momentum coming into a game like this.
And absolutely right, Mike. And on top of it, if you're the home team today playing in front of your home crowd, not only are you coming off this win streak and bringing this momentum into another home game, but you get the energy, you get the excitement of your crowd who's also riding this wave of winning football. But on the other sideline, you've got a hungry, hot road team that's looking in saying, all right, if you don't take us serious today, we're going to try to extend our winning streak of our own and get back onto this plane and go home with another win under our belt.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
And while I don't think that stat line last week had him up for any sort of awards, if I had to guess, he'd much rather have a modest game and a win as opposed to throwing for a bunch of touchdowns in a loss. The biggest thing that he did, Mike, he took care of the ball. So as long as he continues to do that, they're going to have a chance to keep on winning.
And he's going to be stopped at the line. No gain. Great way for the defense to open up here at home. They try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Throw, right side, taken in by Neighbors. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Up the middle they go. Finds an alley to the 35. And he's going to be taken down, but not until he reaches the 20-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target, and I don't think it's going to be his last.
Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the plane, but a real solid gain on 1st and goal. Second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Tyrone Tracy, touchdown, New York. With that, he hits the 20 mark for touchdowns on the year. And this spectacular season continues. Now his 20th rushing touchdown on the year, a number very few backs have reached in the history of the NFL. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So here come the Chargers, the offense getting set to come out, led by their quarterback, the 6th overall pick of the 2020 draft. It's Justin Herbert.
Here we have a guy, Mike, just really coming off a tremendous outing last week. It seemed like everything was working for him in that win. The early rhythm he was able to establish, he rode that to the final whistle. They had an answer for everything the defense threw at him, and if he continues to stay one step ahead and continues to protect the ball at this rate, this is going to be a hard group to beat.
Herbert keeping it on the zone read. He'll be brought down after a short pickup to about the 29.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
2nd down and 8. On play action, it's Herbert. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now the former Ohio State Buckeye, here's J.K. Dobbins. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
So you're on the sideline and you're watching the other team go right down the field and score on their first drive. As a play caller, you have to be careful that it doesn't throw you out of your initial plan coming into the game. They wanted to establish some ground game here early, and that's exactly what they did.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Goes without saying, Mike, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. And I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, but at the very least, come away with 3. Worst case scenario is you turn the ball over and you come away with nothing.
Tight end motioning left. On 2nd down, here's Herbert. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Herbert. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. This will be a 38-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And the Chargers are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
McPherson now, after making the field goal, is set to kick this one off. On the return, it is Tyrone Tracy. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They motion a receiver right. Now, faking the give. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
You'll get that to the former Volunteer, Jalen Hyatt.
So often, sacks, especially on 1st down, can be drive killers. Their ability here to take this from 2nd and long to 3rd and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on 3rd, don't be surprised if they go for it on 4th.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This one intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And the Chargers are going to get this back at their own 34-yard line.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
The Chargers offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On play action now, Herbert. There is his tight end, Disley. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. A peek at his receiving numbers from a week ago, part of the offensive performance that led them to victory. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll give it to Dobbins. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
So on 4th down, time to kick it away. Jake Camarda to do the honors. This brought in out past the 20. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. The Giants offense. And their running back set to go once more. He is the NFL leader in rushing to this point in the season, so he's hoping to put together a solid second half to try to take home the title. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face second down and 7. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
Great job by the defense here, quickly realizing that this was going to be a draw. They're not caught off guard thinking that they're defending the pass. They're able to not only get in there for a stop, but they're able to take him down in the backfield for a loss.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
There's no doubting the fact, Mike, they've made a clear point in saying we need to get this guy the ball as often as possible. And so far, they've had great success when they have gotten him the ball. I think defensively at some point, you've got to find a way to get this duo out of this rhythm or they're going to be in for a long game.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. A short one there to Bellinger.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Chargers offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. On play action. Now, that's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Fabio Carrique.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
The Giants offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as we move into the second half of the season, you can see he's the NFL leader in rushing touchdowns. Right away, they'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
We had a chance to sit down with the quarterback this week in practice. He preached the importance of that I have to do a better job protecting the ball. Well, so far here early, it doesn't seem like that's been the case. He's been a little reckless here in the opening quarter, and he's going to have to clean that up.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan McMillan. And the Chargers are going to get the football at their own 23.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick. to save them some points.
The Chargers offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. He's going to run it.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the 1st down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Now a play fake. Herbert. Little short pass here. Caught by his tight end. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
A hit, and he has lost the football. One of the Giants has it. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery, and the great return for the touchdown. Oh, there's nothing better than when the defense scores a touchdown, except when a big man on the defense finds his way to the end zone.
Yeah, I think it's been a while since that guy had a ball in his hand, Mike, probably since his earlier days as a young kid. But, boy, he looked comfortable. What a return. What a play for him to be able to pick up that loose ball and bring it all the way back. Man, nothing brings life to a sideline like a defensive lineman touchdown.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a
Previous
replay.
play is under
So they
review.
might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Here's a 2nd and 12. A run with Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now Herbert. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
They just rush that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Malik Neighbors heading out with the Giants offense for their next possession. He's been filling up the stat sheet on a weekly basis, hasn't he? You get a look at where he ranks in terms of receptions by a wideout. Now it's Tracy looking to run. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. Third down, 3 to go. They'll run with Tracy. And this will be a Giants first down. He'll take it up to about the 33-yard line.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
To the air now on 1st and 10. That's complete. It's Malik Neighbors. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard it.
So, a pair of first downs moves him out to the 47-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Tracy. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now this time they'll look to throw. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss. So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
The Chargers offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. Now it's Herbert. He connects with Disley. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. Second down and 3. On the ground, here's Dobbins. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down. He'll take it up to about the 33-yard line.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Herbert. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the first quarter. 2 different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection. How can we get extra bodies and extra attention? Because we still got a long way to go in this one.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Herbert to throw. Now he'll run. A gain there of 20. First down, LA.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
Two first downs, and they're at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10. Pistol here for Herbert. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. Here's a 3rd and 10. Now it's Dobbins. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. It sets up 4th down.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
Here's Jake Camarda now, as he's on to punt for the Chargers. Oh, looked like he may have hit a seam for a moment. He was taken down after a solid return. This offense and their running back heading back on the field. And he has been sensational in this opening quarter. You have to imagine we're going to see much more of him as this game goes on. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. In motion, it's Robinson. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8. Tight end going in motion here. His throw left side is complete. And he's down inside.
How good these teams are rushing the passer. So when you can check the ball down short and gain all the yards.
Nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away. Back to throw. That's caught left side by Bellinger. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Touchdown, New York.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession, worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Now, Gano for the extra point. He's got it. And the Giants extend their advantage to 14-3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Herbert makes the read, decides to hang on. He's going nowhere, losing yardage on that play.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Here's Dobbins. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. That's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 12. From the gun, it's Herbert. There is his tight end, Disley. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter. So we've played one quarter here on a Monday night. It's the Giants leading this one early. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. Here's their punter now. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. The Giants offense and receiver Malik Neighbors set to take over once more. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. He'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Alohi Gilman.
And we've seen this throughout the entire game, Mike. These receivers are having a hard time uncovering against this secondary. You force a quarterback to throw into a lot of tightly contested windows, it's going to end up in the wrong hands.
The home team's offense ready for this next possession. They can get back into this quickly now. Very short field ahead. It is 1st and 10. Now a handoff, running right. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Giants will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, I don't think it takes any real high-level analysis, Mike. When you turn the ball over at this rate, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. I mean, it's just very simple. You got to protect the football if you want any chance of turning around this one.
This offense ready for their next possession, led by their running back. And with half the season gone by, time to take a look at some of the candidates at this early date to bring home the award for the NFL's Offensive Player of the Year. Here's 1st and 10. A carry here for Tracy. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Now they'll set up to throw. That's caught downfield by Robinson. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. This one is caught by Robinson. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have 1st and goal. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. This one caught at the 4. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And another great throw right there, Mike. And when you take a look at the numbers, they certainly don't lie. He has just been flat out terrific in this first half. His ability to spread the ball around, take what the defense has given him. They've certainly had a lot of success here early on.
Powering forward, he's in. Tyrone Tracy, touchdown Giants. He's got another one, his second touchdown of the evening. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Extra point by Gano is up and good. And the Giants move out to a 21-3 advantage. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense about ready to take over once more. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. Throwing, Herbert. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Really nice job defensively. They were all over that from the jump. Initially, I thought he was going to break away and pick up something positive, but at the end of it all, he ended up going backwards.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Putting the tight end in motion. Now Herbert. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. To throw, it's Herbert. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
We see this time and time again in the NFL, Mike. You want to play quarterback at this level, you better figure out a way to be able to bounce back following a bad throw, a bad series, a bad game. And in this case, he's got to bounce back from a pick on the last drive, and he's got to find himself some easy completions and settle himself back into this one.
Here's the punter now, as he'll come on to kick for the 5th time here tonight. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free.
At their own 34-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
A run here with Tracy on 2nd down. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The home team's offense ready to take over once again. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Throwing now is Herbert. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Now Herbert on the bootleg. The 2nd down throw is incomplete. Here's a 3rd down and 4. To throw is Herbert. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Cordell Flock.
Well, I think by now, Mike, we know where the biggest mismatch of this game has been. This defense is all over this passing battle. Everywhere they look, they have defenders in the right spot. They've resulted now in 3 interceptions, all while forcing this offense to try to adjust their game plan on the fly.
Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a 1st down. In motion, it's Robinson. They'll go to the ground, and here's Tracy on 1st down. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. He's got his man. That's Neighbors. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Two yards from 6 points. It is 1st down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone yet again. Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, New York. What a half he is putting together. That's his 3rd touchdown already. Gano on to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Giants stretch it out, leading now by the score of 28-3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense ready to see what they can do. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll give it to Dobbins. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Hopkins sent in motion. Quickly to the outside and complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the 1st down.
The best time to call a screen is when the defense is anticipating pass. So allow that defensive front to rush the passer. Just get through the offensive line enough before you drop it to your back. Get out behind those big offensive linemen and pick up the 1st down.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. He connects with Disley. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 6. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he's going to have the 1st down yard across the 50 to the 48. Here's Herbert. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Hopkins sent in motion. Throwing is Herbert on third down. Room to maneuver at the 35. Great timing to call the screen. It's a gain of 17 and a first down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Here's a handoff out of the gun, and the defense, good job sticking to their rules. They didn't take their eyes off the running back, who gains nothing.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Now Herbert throwing on second down. That'll be complete to Dobbins.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Looking for a third down conversion on this drive, and they only need a foot. They'll run it with Dobbins out of the pistol.
Let's go.
And the Chargers are going to be set up with a first and goal. They get the conversion on 3rd and inches.
Well, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop you.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. He is in. Touchdown Chargers. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. He's got it. And the Chargers are able to edge a bit closer. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Giants offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. Back to throw here to begin the drive. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Back to the air once more on second down. Throw, right side, taken in by Neighbors.
Let's add that to the list of great throws we've seen out of this quarterback here in the first half. We thought he might be in line to have a good game, especially against this style of defense. But let's be honest, Mike, he's been more than just good. He's been sensational.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it.
Complete to Malik Neighbors. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, New York.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now it's Tracy looking to run. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
The gain of 7 brings up
Second down and 3. Throwing now from the gun. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
On third down, they'll run with Tracy. And that'll move the sticks. That's a first down. Down to the 45-yard line.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
That's complete. It's Malik Neighbors. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open.
They'll run with Tracy. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
He'll look to throw. Got his man at the 6. And the Giants are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
A run on first and goal. And he will score again. Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, Giants. This is quickly turning into a virtuoso performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. Now, Gano for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late.
Defense.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Chargers offense ready to get back to work. They'll do so with first and 10. Play action now. It's Herbert. Throw over the middle, brought in by Hopkins. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Herbert to throw. He's got the connection there. It's Joshua Palmer. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is first down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early first down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike. Touchdown, field goal, but either way, I'm coming away with points.
A run with Dobbins. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. From the gun, it's Herbert. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
From the gun on third down, Herbert. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. In trouble, and down he goes. Brian Burns, the former Panther, in there for the sack.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Now, Herbert. There is his tight end, Disley.
Go, hey, go, go, go.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Now Herbert. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. And the Giants are going to take over once again, this time at their own 8-yard line.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
The Giants offense and their running back set to go once more. And before this drive starts, we'll take a look at the race as it stands to see who might take home the NFL's Offensive Player of the Year award. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll look middle here and get it to Neighbors. And they're going to move this one all the way up near the 30-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. You just saw a great example of it here.
He'll drop to throw. Right back to Neighbors. He's got it again. The numbers there tell the story. That last completion moves him over 400 yards passing for the game. Couple of first downs has them out to the 45-yard line as it's 1st and 10. This one taken in by Hyatt. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. So we have hit halftime here on a Monday night as we send you back east to sunny Florida. Standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report, it's the coach, Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone. This is the EA Sports Halftime Report. So let's get you caught up on what's going on around the National Football League. We'll get started over at the Caesar Superdome in New Orleans, where it was the visiting Packers who were able to come in and win this one on the road. Jordan Love, sharp in the victory, as his guys double up their records at 8-4 on the year. From there, we'll head up to Indy to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Raiders. Desmond Ridder, terrific in the win, as his guys up their mark to 7-4 with the victory. Finally, let's get to Silicon Valley to check on the 49ers at home at Levi Stadium. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Brock Purdy, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Justin Herbert back out there. He and the Chargers getting set to go once more. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Herbert. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Tight end on the move left. Herbert to throw on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. Trying to find some seam out there, but he will not. They get him behind the line, and 4th down is coming up.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
And the Chargers will punt, getting set to kick it away. And he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Giants offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And the turnovers have really been the story here. Take you back through the high, or actually the lowlights in this one. Not a lot of positives when you have a 3-interception game under pressure all game long, the secondary feasting on his passes. 1st and 10 now from the 36. They'll begin here on the ground. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They send the tight end in motion. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the Giants' 1st down. It's a gain of 12 facing 4th down.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
1st and 10. Back to throw. There's that man again. Another catch. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And as we saw in the first half, Mike, the defense was really unable to do anything to slow him down. He put up some really big numbers there in the first 2 quarters. Now here in the second half, just doesn't look like they've made many adjustments in the attempt to slow him down.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. A short one there to Bellinger. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a 1st down.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem. And plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there. And that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
They'll look to throw yet again. That one taken in. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, New York. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this 3rd quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the 3rd quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
42, Chargers 10.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Chargers offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Now it's Dobbins, and he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. On the ground, here's Dobbins. And he's going to take this past the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
It's a gain of 8. And the Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Shotgun now for Herbert. Right side and hauled in by McConkey. Number 15 gets 15 yards out of that one, and he's got his team a first down.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Here's Dobbins. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. To throw is Herbert. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Just another example of poor decision-making. I mean, making a bad play even worse. There's nothing there on 2nd down. Just throw the ball into the stands and move on to 3rd. Now you take that sack, and it's going to take a miracle to stay on the field.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Throwing now is Herbert. He'll get this out wide. Looking for room out on the edge. Not going to find it. As a matter of fact, I think they tracked him down behind the line of scrimmage. Good job by the defense, and it's 4th down.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. Now, following the punt return, we have an injured player on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's complete. It's Malik Neighbors. And he's taken down up past the 35.
All right, Mike, now it's getting to the point where it's almost becoming borderline disrespectful. I mean, despite having this big lead here in the second half, they continue to take shots downfield. They are not content with just running this clock out and shaking hands and going off with a win. Truth be told, I think they're trying to embarrass him, and they're doing a pretty good job at it.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. He'll look to throw. Left side in the hands of Neighbors. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. To the air now on 1st and 10. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
It's easy to make your quarterback look good when you can just get open as easily as he has in this game so far. I mean, he had the big first half, remember, but here in the second half, he just continues to add to these numbers here in the third quarter.
Open man is Robinson. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. Past midfield. He's inside the 30. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick six.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Chargers cut into the lead a little bit. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Tracy now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they'll try to keep it going. Right back to the air following that pick six. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete.
He's already been a little reckless with his decision-making up until this point, Mike, and now it almost backfires on him again. He has to do a better job of finding the matchups, finding the space on the field so everything is not a forced ball into these tight windows. A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
A gain of 27 on the play. 1st down, New York.
Here's 1st and 10. Back to the air one more time. On the move past the 40. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 25 yards. 1st down, New York.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. That's caught left side by Bellinger. And he's close to another 1st down. He's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll run it and give it to the big guy. And he will have a Giants first down. Quite a call there. They go for it on 4th and inches, and it's a gain of 5. In motion, it's Robinson. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. This defense back up but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3. Here now, 2nd down and goal. Now this time they'll look to throw. And he's in. Wan'Dale Robinson. Touchdown, New York. Gano on to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Giants will add one more onto their big lead.
17.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Chargers offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Drive will start on the ground. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. Andrew Phillips in on the tackle. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll stick with him again. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
And he continues to carry the ball well. Another nice one here. But as they find themselves continuing to trail here in the 2nd half, the opposing team's defense is not really concerned about the run game. They need to find a way to use the pass to get the lead and then go back to this run game to close the game out.
They'll come up here 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun, it's Herbert. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. A gain of 11 on that one. And the Chargers have the 1st down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, Just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
They'll give it to Dobbins. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. I'll give on the ground. And he nearly got the first down there. We'll give him 9 yards, but setting up a very manageable 3rd and 1.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
3rd and a yard. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. This one from 52 yards away. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chargers will cut into that lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
McPherson now, after making the field goal, is set to kick this one off. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Malik Neighbors heading out with the Giants offense for their next possession. And he was unguardable in the first half. You see the numbers as they try to add to those here in the 3rd quarter. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Throwing now on 1st and 10. That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Now a give up the middle. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Finding his tight end, Bellinger. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
Well, he had such a great first half throwing the football. There's no reason to think, Mike, coming out here for the start of the third, that anything's going to change. He's picked up right where he left off, and the numbers are indicative of just how well he's played.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That is caught. It's Robinson. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
2 yards from 6 points. It is first down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And that big offensive line clearing space. He's in. Touchdown, Giants. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Now, Gano for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Giants stretch things out even further.
Chargers 20.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Throwing, Herbert. And that is incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. The tight end going in motion to the left. On 2nd down, here's Herbert. That's complete to the TCU man, Quentin Johnston. 11 yards on the connection there. It's good for a Charger first down.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground. Work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
They'll go with a counter on first down, and he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
A gain of 4. Now 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
A running back that can be used in the passing game is a handful for these defenses. And you can tell this offense, they're not shy getting this guy the ball. And I think the rest of this game, they're going to continue to see, hey, defense, do you have an answer for this guy?
A couple of first downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10. On play action now, Herbert to the right side and hauled in by McConkey. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Shotgun now for Herbert. The open man is Johnston. He's got it. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that will be a bit of a letdown.
He connects with Palmer on that one. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now Herbert again. There is his tight end, Disley. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So back and forth they go as we are through 3. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Herbert. A throw on the move is caught. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They bring the tight end in motion. To throw, it's Herbert. Looking middle, he'll get it complete to McConkey.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage, or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. Tight end going in motion here. Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. They'll go for it. It's Herbert. That's going to be caught. And this is not going to be enough. He is short of the marker. And they have turned it over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he did not want to go down. Good running. Manages to gain 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll work his way up past the 10 to the 15. That's good enough to give him some breathing room and give him a 1st down.
And the Giants' 1st down.
Up the middle they go. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. They'll run. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
1st and 10. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9 at the 45-yard line.
Now, a running play. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
To him on first down. Space hard to come by there. Tackle made right around the 40-yard line. Here's second and 9. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. Fourth down, the veteran Graham Gano for the Giants field goal try. This one from 54 yards out. And that's going to run out of steam. It comes up short. No good. And they are not able to add on to their big lead.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
The Chargers offense getting set to get back to work. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Now Herbert, who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is a great opportunity now for the offense to really seize control of this game. They just saw their opponent miss a field goal try, come out aggressive on the ensuing possession, strike deep early. Now see if they can put this drive together and end it with some points.
Here's first and 10. Herbert to throw. That one knocked away and incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Now Herbert throwing on second down. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Vlad McConkey, the one he was looking for. Now it's going to be third down. Herbert to the air again. This one finds McConkey. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. A run with Dobbins. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
The tackle by Brian Burns. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Giants' 27-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's Dobbins. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up.
22-yard line. That's the gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now it's Dobbins, and they've got it on the ground. The mark will come at the 13, but it's a new set of downs. First down picked up.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
On play action, it's Herbert. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
Putting the tight end in motion. From the gun, it's Herbert. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Third and long. Tight end, the motion man to the right. On 3rd and long, it's Herbert. To the end zone, it's intercepted. And the Giants force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Giants offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And it's looking like the win streak to start the year is going to continue for another week. What a tremendous performance here as they are out to finish this one off. Wow, indecision right away. Delay of game to start this drive.
Still first down.
They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game, offense. Still first down.
In motion, it's Robinson. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
A 5-yard gain brings up 7 down at the 22-yard line.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Working across the field, he gets this to Neighbors. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Well, Mike, sometimes we try to make NFL football a lot harder than it is. When you have a reliable target like this, and he just continues to get open, and you realize the defense simply can't cover him, there's no reason to look anywhere else. Not only has he put together a tremendous game statistically, but he's just been flat-out dominant.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
Well, Mike, you know the old saying, the more tight ends on the field, the better. And in this case, it worked out perfectly. A lot of big bodies on the field, hat for a hat. Nice job there by the back, picking up a good gain.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Starting to see it back right now, Mike. That's finding his way with this defense. Back-to-back big gains. Have to see, do they just continue to ride the hot hand, or do they start putting the ball in the air?
They'll stick with him again. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. Frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front, and we can see the results.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. To the ground, he'll get it again. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
Great job here by this linebacker, Mike. There was no reading and reacting. from the snap he was attacking. Meets the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
Now this time they'll look to throw. He's got his man. That's Neighbors. And he's got another one. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, New York. His big night continues. His third touchdown of the game. Gano on to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Giants add on to their already sizable lead.
Chargers 20.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The home team's offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. To the left side, catch made by McConkey. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing, Herbert. He's got the hook up downfield with McConkey. And he will go all the way. Matt McConkey. Touchdown, LA.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. If you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
McPherson now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Chargers will get just a bit closer. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. Good return, but he pays the price at the end. Picked up and thrown down. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And he's been as good as advertised. Take you through some of the highlights. 4 touchdown passes, on point with his receivers right throughout, and continuing to master running and executing this offense. Drive will start on the ground, and he'll get this to about the 33-yard line. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
So it's a win for the men in blue. The Giants get it done. Their winning ways continue. They've yet to be stopped as they remain unbeaten in the month of November.
Let's go, baby. Come on, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Good night from SoFi.